Hey, Tank, man, you sick, man. You a little nigga, man. You better stay down there with them little niggas, man. Go worry about,
Adrien Broner exposed Tank Davis's secrets about his recent fight with Lamont Roach.
the nigga you about to fight. Like, man, you too little, man. I will fuck you up like Faison Love did the employee in the airport, boy. You know you can't fuck with me, boy. Matter of fact, I got a 135-pounder that'll beat your ass, boy.
The tension between the two has been evident, especially to fans, as Broner's absence from Tank's training camp for his fight against Lamont Roach didn't go unnoticed.
Hell no, it's gonna fall on us. If you know what I mean? If he really get fucked up like that. So
now, Broner's speaking out against his former friend. And remember, this is coming from someone who once saw Tank as his little brother. He admitted that Tank has grown tired over the years, which might explain his unexpected retirement announcement in December.
You can't fuck with us, man. Quit playing, man. I looked at you like a little brother, and then I ain't really that mad at you because you just a little nigga who was easily influenced. Like,
of course, Broner is hurt that someone close to him is acting this way, but he can't stay silent if he believes something is wrong with Tank. He's speaking out not to tear him down, but because he genuinely cares. Broner wants everyone to believe that Tank's success is because he's paying off referees and judges. This is no accident. It's a strategy Tank learned from his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather had a legendary career, retiring without a single loss. But Broner thinks there's more to the story. Mayweather used his money to influence the people in charge of the fights. Instead of winning fair and square, Mayweather bought his victories. It's no secret that Mayweather is called money for a reason. He's famous for his wealth and luxurious lifestyle. Mayweather's nickname isn't just about his riches. It's also about how he used his money to control the game. Tank seems to be following in Mayweather's footsteps. With all the money he has earned from his past wins, he now has the power to influence fights just like his former mentor. His fight with Lamont Roach is what some call a clear example of this. Despite Roach putting on a strong performance, the match ended in a draw. Just like Mayweather, Tank knows how to work the system. While his skills in the ring are undeniable, many believe his real advantage comes from what happens outside of it. For those who share Broner's views, the fight with Roach is proof that Tank is taking a page straight from Mayweather's playbook. It's a bit shameful, but Tank's record remains untouched and perfect, just like Mayweather's. Even though many people question how fair his fights have been, the numbers still show no losses. It's no surprise that Tank is now being compared to his former mentor. Before facing Roach, Tank had already announced his retirement. With his record still perfect, he's now on the path to becoming the second boxer to retire without a single loss. Many see this as Tank trying to copy Mayweather's legacy, hoping to leave the sport undefeated. People often say a disciple follows their leader, and that seems to be the case for Tank. Broner puts the blame on Mayweather for Tank's behavior. Winning by cheating is something not to be proud of. True champions win by skill and hard work, not by paying off judges or referees. Broner would rather lose a fight honestly than win through unfair means. He stands by the belief that boxing should be about talent and determination. No matter the outcome, he values integrity in the ring more than a perfect record. With Broner's revelation, how will it impact Tank's rematch with Roach? After that controversial draw, Roach Jr. is determined to get his rematch. He's made it clear that he wants another chance to prove himself. In fact, his determination was already obvious when he signed the contract for the first fight against Tank, knowing what was at stake. The fight on March first ended with a lot of people talking. As the rounds went by, Roach Jr. started taking control, and it looked like an upset might happen. Broner was on his way to victory, but things took a strange turn in the 9th round. During that round, Tank seemed to struggle. While stepping back to avoid Roach's jab, he suddenly took a knee. It shocked the crowd and raised questions about what really happened. Tank got up quickly and walked to his corner. Referee Steve Willis asked him what happened, but didn't count it as a knockdown. The fight continued until the final bell, and in the end, it was ruled a majority draw. After the fight, Tank tried to explain why he took a knee, but his explanation didn't sit well with fans. Many were disappointed and felt the decision wasn't fair. Now they're calling for a rematch to settle things once and for all. Even though Roach Jr. is eager for a rematch, the decision is still up to Tank. As the Baltimore fighter, he holds the power to accept or deny the fight. 3 days ago, Mike Coppinger reported that Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach are headed for a summer rematch. Supporting the ESPN Boxing Insider's claim, Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix suggested that the fight could take place in Las Vegas by late June.
Look, Bernardo, make no mistake about it. That was a knockdown. There's no question about that. And the commission admitted in their ruling that it was a knockdown. Why the New York State Athletic Commission did not want to overturn the results. Basically, they're saying that rounds 10, 11, and 12, they don't know how Gervonta Davis and even Lamont Roach would have adjusted to their fighting strategies and all that.
Fans are eager for a rematch because many questions remain unanswered. They want to see if Roach truly challenged Tank or if it was just an off day for the Baltimore fighter. The fight left people wondering who the better boxer really is. One big question is why the referee didn't call a knockdown when Tank took a knee in the 9th round. A rematch would give both fighters a chance to prove themselves. Roach is determined to show that his performance wasn't a fluke, while Tank has a lot to prove to silence the critics. For these fans, the refereeing mistake was obvious, and the match decision only made things worse. That's why they believe Roach deserves a second chance. With Tank hinting at retiring by the end of the year, ending on a winning note could help restore his damaged reputation. When this rematch happens, Ryan Garcia will be one of the most excited spectators. His anticipation has even led him to predict who will come out on top. Garcia knows firsthand what it's like to step into the ring with Davis, having faced him back in April 2023. That fight was a one-sided affair, with Tank dropping Garcia twice before securing a 7th-round stoppage victory. With the rematch set for this summer, Garcia has shared his prediction, backing his former opponent. I got Tank. I think he'll put on a different gear. I think he just thought it would be easier than it was, and thought Roach would fold and he didn't. Now he should expect a harder fight, and I think he wins the rematch. Garcia has his own plans for a future rematch with Tank, but for now his next 2 fights seem set. He's scheduled to face Rolly Romero at Times Square in New York this May, followed by a possible second bout with Devin Haney later this year. He remains confident that when the time comes, he'll get his revenge for his loss against Tank. But until then, Garcia is backing Tank to win the upcoming rematch. What do you think? Will Tank prove Garcia right and take the win, or will Roach come out on top? Share your thoughts in the comments below.